Hello, welcome to another show. I'm Sid, and in today's video I'll be reviewing your filters number 2. So it's been about a month since I uploaded the first episode of reviewing your filters, and it's done quite well. It's almost at 200 views. It's got quite a lot of likes, comments and engagement. People were even asking for a second episode, so that's why I'm doing this now. I've actually had quite a lot of messages in the past month of people asking me to look at their filters, or just messaging me to say, hey, I found you on YouTube, followed you on Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, like, what are you doing? You're not part of this gang. Gang. Instagram gang. But yeah, people have been messaging me, so I've had a chance to look at their profiles. I've been scrolling through a couple of the filters. I've been trying to keep this episode as blind as possible though, so I've kind of seen what they're about, seen whether they've got filters or not, and then kind of avoided actually going too deep into them, so that I had like a fresh perspective going into this video. So I can break these down, explain how I think they were made, and give any constructive feedback that I feel is appropriate. If you're new to the channel and you aren't already subscribed, please consider it, because it really helps me. And leave a like and leave a comment under this video, letting me know what you thought and what you'd like to see next time. Obviously, the tutorials will be back soon. Just in the meanwhile, I'm trying to get used to speaking into a camera and making videos like this, so that there's always a way to vary up the types of content that I'm putting out, even after I get my laptop back and I'm able to produce tutorial videos again. So with all that being said, let's jump over to Instagram and we'll check out the first few filters. Let's go. Okay, so here we are over on Instagram, and the first profile I want to look at is pixelrgb. They have a few filters already, and they messaged me quite a while ago to let me know they'd used one of my tutorials, so I appreciate that. They've also continued to let me know with updates when they put out new stuff. I haven't always been able to check, but when I have, that's pretty cool. I really like it, so let's check those out. I'll go into the filters tab. You can already see a lot of it involves 3D modeling, probably with a program like Blender. So if we scroll down to the bottom, I'll give you a quick run through of what we got here. So what we got here is a dead mouse 3D head, which is pretty cool. It's also got some crazy effects going on. We can tap around and you see there are a few different colors, which is nice. We have red, green and yellow, and they've all got different patterns on as well. So if you swipe through, kind of has a Mickey Mouse vibe a little bit, but dead mouse. So yeah, I guess there's a 3D model made in Blender using the head occluder or the 3D head model from Spark AI as reference assets, and then imported into Spark AI, each of these different parts being then colored and probably animated with SDFs or something like that. I've been looking into that. It looks like a really cool type of animation style. I don't know whether this was done with that or some external program, but either way, it's pretty cool. Okay, so this is an I voted filter. It looks like it has buttons on it which have this little reflective glare that gives them a kind of popping out 3D vibe. I also really like these stars. They look like they're only about 2 or 3 frames, so there's probably you probably make the animation a little bit smoother maybe, but otherwise I think that's really cool. This gives like this could be translated onto other types of filters, so I like that. Moving on to the next one, we have butterfly flurry, which is nice as well. I like this. If you swipe through, we tap through. And again, a lot of these filters have UI sliders. I've noticed like they look like they have different options and things. So that's nice. So it's incorporated JavaScript in that way to give you a lot of options. In this case, it changes the texture of the butterfly. It looks like it has a nice open and closed wing animation and a particle system. I don't have any videos for that on my channel, but I've seen a few. Catalyst makes a good one, and there are others as well. So I'll probably link to a couple of those. But yeah, I really like a few of these. I like this cheetah one here. This looks nice. I also like the scale. I like how some of the ones in the foreground are larger than the ones in the background, if you look. So you see the one up here is very small, and then this one here, closer to the foreground, is much larger. I like that there's scale. It might mean there's 2 layers of particles there, which is interesting. Moving on. So this is the chicken one. I'm guessing again this is a 3D model made in Blender or some other program with the head occluder, and then sort of colored and imported. So there's probably the closed mouth and the open mouth version, and then it just alternates between the 2 visibilities. And in terms of like the mouth, it's probably an open mouth linked to a sound. Yeah, that looks like something interesting that I would like to get into. We're going to move along. Tap to change characters. Random zoo. Okay, so again, more 3D head modeling, which is nice. Like, I like the practice. You just keep making stuff and you get better at it, you keep improving. So what we got here, I think it's a frog and an owl Oh, this is another nice one. You can tell this was modelled well. I've also got, I don't know what that is, maybe a horse, maybe a donkey, something. But yeah, this is just tap to change random zoo animals. Next one, jacked head. Oh, this is nice. This is okay, this is interesting. I like this because this is a layer with a larger layer and then like a perspective, because my head is still tracking onto Jack's head, but there's all this background that's in a different sort of layers perspective, and there's some text there that looks like it's even a further layer out but tracking onto my face still. I don't know, since I am dead I can take off my head. Nice. I'm not exactly sure how you made this, but it's very interesting. I like it a lot. It's an interesting way of looking at perspective. So yeah, that's something I'm very impressed by and I would like to get involved with myself. Next we have tap to move around. Oh, this is a different one on the background. So we have Asia, and it just highlights different parts of the map. 3D model that's placed in the real world. I don't know if you can move the camera, I'm not going to try that right now, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Next up we have the hand emoji. I tap it. Oh nice, we can change the colour of the background. It's got these little sparkles, a little particle effect coming out, but I'd say again that's a 3D model, probably an animation. Same with these. Am I moving or is it moving? Because I'm standing still right now, still going. So yeah, I would guess it's just a looping animation over a canvas background. This one again has particle effects but with flames for the like rock on. The no way hand emoji. That's nice. And the gesture, come here hand gesture. Again, maybe with these you could consolidate them all into one, but you'd probably have to sacrifice the color. I'm not sure how you could probably get both in at the same time, but yeah, this is all quite impressive. It's nice to again practicing the 3D modeling. Like whatever program you're using is obviously paying off, like the practice. So it's worth keep continuing. Like I like a lot of this stuff, especially the effects that you're using, the little animations that kind of make individual things pop. Monster skater. Okay, so this one's pretty cool. Open your mouth. Oh, and his tongue sticks out. That's nice. And it's just an animation. I'm guessing a 3D model in the world view, in the viewport. When I move too far to the left or right, it disappears. So it's kind of tracking onto me, but it's also this looping animation that I have no real control over. Except when I open my mouth, I can push the tongue out. It might be making a sound as well. I can't hear that right now, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Tap and hold the record button to start. There's a flower picker, so this is probably a who is, what are you type of one, where you hold down the record, just like my Magic 8 Ball one, and it will cycle through a list of photographs, of flowers in this case, I'm guessing, and just tell you which type of flower you are based on some randomly generated number. So this is really cool. I like this one. It has the same kind of style as my Magic 8 Ball. It's like this round, which is what I was going for. I was like, I didn't really like the square box style, so I appreciate that. Oh, I remember this one. This is the first one that was actually sent to me by him. This is the one where he told me that I helped him. I don't like. I can move it around. It has a little bit of perspective, and it kind of sits in the world. It's just a cool text thing, and you can tap it and change the color of the text. So it's nice. It has like a duotone effect and a tritone effect and all these different like nuanced color shades. Like it's very interesting. I enjoyed it. I like the little drawings that are around the side. The illustrations rather, sorry, I should say. I'm trying to be a little bit professional because I am reviewing someone else's stuff. But yeah, I like all this. It's very good, nice filter. Moving on to the next one, tap to continue. Oh, and it opens the door and pushes you into this cool world where I'm assuming once again you can look around. And can I see the door? No, I'm gone. The door's gone. Or is it? No, it is. It's there. If I go all the way around, the door's still there. That's pretty cool. So there's even buildings back there. So it looks like someone's modeled an entire like setup here that they've then imported into the viewport and somehow set up so that you can peer through into this other dimension. I really like this. I appreciate it. If I flip back here, it'll be me again. Yeah, I really like that filter. I'm very impressed by it. Again, it's probably something that I would like to look into. It seems really cool. Here's another 3D model head, I would guess. Probably a Blender model, so nice job. I like the Pac-Man. When you open it, when you open your mouth, it shoots out these yellow dots, which is fitting. I like this one too. It also tracks well with the mouth, so you get a little bit of movement. And it kind of gives like a half open. Yeah, it's nice. Aquarium portal. Look around through a camera. Okay. Oh, okay, nice. So there's another 3D environment. very impressive. Not something that I'm able to do myself, but I like it. A lot of fish everywhere. I don't want to spin too far around because I won't be able to see where we are myself, but there's up and there's down, so that's nice. I'll switch back. So yeah, that's that one. That's very impressive. I'm not even 100% sure how you did that. Probably with the primitive sphere pack, and then with some sort of 3D video texture, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I got a lot of catching up to do before I'm able to like put out these tutorials again, so I'm gonna have to put in a lot of work. So that was all of pixelrgb's filters. So I probably will speed up, cut around a little bit. There were quite a lot in there. I wanted to go through them all and then see which ones I enjoyed the most. So you might see some in there, and you might not see some. Go check out his profile for the full list. If you like any of them, give him a follow. Like, make sure that you use them and share them. And it's all part of the community. That's just what this is. It's just about like sharing things and getting involved and making things together. So yeah, from pixelrgb we'll move on to the next profile. So let's do that. Okay, so the next profile I want to look at goes by the name of Oogasm. As you can see, this is their page. I'll give you a little scroll and then we'll check out their filters. Okay, so there's 5 here. We'll trial the first one. And as you can see, it's a nice glossy face mesh with some nice black eyes. They're also reflective as well. I like the sheen on this. It's very simple, very plain, but it has a nice effect. Ghostly almost. I like the black eyes as well. There's a reflection in them, so they clearly have the same sort of HDRI input. It's maybe a different one reflecting at a different angle, which I like, which is nice. Next up we have Biohazard. Oh, this is cool. This is like a 3D mask. You can see the mesh, which has used the original mesh, the asset, as like a new material and adapted it. And there's this extra layer here, the eyes and the face, this radioactive symbol with the mask as a third layer. Probably a 3D model that's been imported. It looks pretty textured. It even has this little spinning animation on it and a glow as well. So there's a lot going on here. Maybe some spotlights with different colors. Yeah, I really like this. This is a great filter. My hair's probably in the way of showing the top of it. But yeah, this is sweet. I want to get into stuff like this, like 3D modeling and involving myself back in Blender again, but I haven't been able to focus on both at the same time, so I'll probably have to get back into Spark and then start learning about Blender again more as I get used to making filters myself. Moving on to thermal now. Oh, this is nice. This is like a duotone, maybe a tritone patch, which is like just some soft infrared looking colors, like very thermal imaging style. It's simple, but as you can see, my hair is glowing, my eyes, all these different parts of me are glowing based on the heat. I suppose it's probably not perfectly accurate to the actual thermal imaging cameras, but it gives that nice effect when you're looking at it through a lens. You can even adjust this probably in your own settings if you're recreating something similar. Maybe mess around with the colors slightly. But I really like this one. It's very effective. It has nice shadows, nice glow, nice light. Like all of it comes together very well. Moving on, we have Ghost. Oh, this is cool. This is like, again, this is like the glossy face mesh, which with the reflection, but this time it's been pulled out from the face and duplicated, and those are all running together and like a looping animation around my head, which is kind of cool. I like it. And as you can see, if I open and close my mouth, it is actually my face still tracking, so that's quite nice. I like how all this is done. This is a very, very cool profile. I like all the filters so far. If this is your most recent one, I really like this. You should definitely keep making more. Same as pixelrgb, like you guys should both just keep it up, because you're clearly way ahead of where I am right now, having not made any at all. Like, you've just kept on going. So yeah, I would recommend that. This one I would probably say is made with like multiple patches, like the tritone and the duotone, maybe luminance, things like that, RGB shift, and then just combining those with those SDF patches that I was talking about. So like I haven't really gotten too much into it myself, so I can't explain that well, but there are videos out there you can look into it, like SDF patches and things like that, and how to combine those, and it creates similar effects to this, like all kinds of crazy things that you can do. So definitely worth checking out. I really enjoyed this profile. That was Oogasm. Okay, here we are back in the landscape, so I can outro this bitch like a boss. I don't know what. I literally have no idea anymore. It takes me too many times to record certain parts of these videos, and I end up just losing my mind a little bit. Anyway, I want to quickly thank everyone whose filters I was able to look at today, everyone who's messaged me, whose filters I haven't had a chance to look at. I will get to them if I end up making a third part to this series. If you haven't already, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of this video. Any engagement helps grow the channel, as well as subscribing, which is the #1 way that you can support me. I plan on making more of these videos. I'm probably going to try and make another video tomorrow, although I don't want to jinx it and promise anything. So just know that I'm thinking about it, but it might not happen. But I want it to, because I'm thinking about it. Right. Anyway, I'm going to go now. So I'll see you next time. Hope you're all having a great day, and peace.